Hi everyone, it's Friday the 12th of July 2024. I'm in a forest just south of Munich, Germany. A quick update video really. We've been really bad at keeping on top of the video recordings. The last one I did properly was just over 2 months ago. When we were at Kuşadası in Turkey. Quite a lot's happened since then, obviously. We did, first big thing, we did 3 weeks in our workaway experience at a place near Edremit in Turkey, which was good, quite hard work at times. But a good experience. We met some good people, other volunteers, and the Turkish people who were running it as well. Learned quite a lot about what we may or may not want to do on a volunteer situation. But it was good. It was, good to get ideas about local people and food, things like that. So overall good. And then we had a couple of week or so getting out of Turkey into Greece, and we've come up kind of through the Balkans, Albania, Montenegro, Bosnia, Croatia briefly, Slovenia, back into Austria last week. So a lot, what we're thinking of doing, because our video vlogging hasn't been as consistent as we perhaps would have wanted originally, but we have got quite a lot of good content that we feel is worth sharing. So what we're thinking of doing is catching up with perhaps a video per country and filling in the gaps a little bit that way. But I think suffice to say, we're now just looking at the last 2.5 weeks before we get back to the UK. A lot's happened, a lot of learning. I would say we're still adjusting to retirement. We've left work a long way behind, but just adjusting to just how we want to be and spend our time and sort of growing as people, I suppose, really. Getting on with each other, and we're still finalising paperwork. We've got some admin stuff to do around mortgages and pensions and things like that. But on the road, we've had the van serviced. We've had a couple of running repairs done, including the van aircon, which packed in during the heat wave in Greece, just near Thessaloniki, 39 degrees one day, and the aircon wasn't working, but we got it fixed. We've got a max air fan fitted as well, which is good, and perhaps some of this stuff worthy of a bit more explanation and content down the track. Some really good experiences travelling up. Had a really nice time in Greece, some beautiful park-ups in Halkidiki, good weather. I'm just going to stop here because I don't want to get lost in this forest. Captain's wondering where we're going next, and I've left Jam behind in the van at a park-up. Overall very successful, the whole trip so far. We're 2.5 weeks away from crossing back into the UK, where we're going to get the van MOT'd again. We've changed our plans from where we were originally, so we're going to the idea is to get ourselves reset with the van MOT and insurance in August, obviously when hopefully good weather in England. We've only got 3 weeks, got some stuff to sort out, see family, and then we're booked back out on the Eurotunnel on the 22nd of August and the plan is to head down fairly quickly through France into northern Spain, spend a bit of time around there, Rioja Valley, that type of thing, and then through Portugal before we head over on the ferry from Algeciras to Morocco for three, maybe 4 months. That's our idea. But what we're trying to do is 11 months on the road, so I've got to sort out the insurance that allows that to happen. So we'll see how we get on with that. But yeah, you know, I mean, the statistics of the trip since we since we went full time at the beginning of December, we had a couple of months in the UK, and then since then we've had 5 and a bit months in Europe. We've done 8,000 miles, 120 park-ups. We've kept to our budget, which is basically funded by our rental income. We've not had any real problems health-wise. We've been fine. Too many mosquito bites at times, especially for Jan. But Captain's been fine. He's adapted really well. We've survived lots of street dogs and barking dogs and stuff like that. But the van's been overall fine. We had the clutch repair in Hungary. Apart from that, it's been pretty good. Under a lot of strain, coming over some mountains in Bosnia. The engine management light came on a couple of times, but that settled out. It was a really hot day, and the road I was on wasn't the best. Really high and steep in first gear at some stages, and it just didn't like it. But it settled down, and everything's fine. So yeah, at this point in time, we're pretty good. We've come up to, we've seen my dad and stepmum again. We just left them a couple of days ago. We met up back in just outside Austria, actually, because they're out here for a month or so in the summer. We last saw them in February in Meyerhofen in Austria. But yeah, you know, Park for Nights has served as well. Found us this little free park up here, and then we're going into Munich for a couple of days. A place we've been to many times, but it's the Euro 2024 final the day after tomorrow, England against Spain. So we've decided to head to one of the official fan zones, which is at the Olympic Park in Munich, so that'll be interesting. It should be good. Hopefully England will win. But yeah, just a quick update, like I said. Definitely a life I would recommend. It's done us a lot of good, and the way we've planned it and the budgeting and how we've gone about it has worked really well, considering this is our first foray into the full timing in Europe. We kind of went the whole hog with a 6 months trip driving to Turkey, 15 countries and counting. So, you know, pleased with that, and sets us up for the next 4 or 5 years, hopefully. Until, well, we'll see how we get on. But yeah, I'll leave it there for now, and we'll catch up down the track. Cheers.